Hi guys, welcome back to Our Wyoming Life. My name is Mike. Joining us today is Erin, who is going to be giving us a hand along with some other people we're going to introduce you to as we move through the morning here. Today is a big day on the ranch because we are actually going to be moving the cows from summer pasture. We're not sure where they're at on summer pasture, so we don't know how far away they are yet, but we're going to be moving them all the way back home in preparation for a busy time here on the ranch, and that is preg checking, weaning, preconditioning. What else happens? Pushing the cows back to summer pasture.
A bunch of shuffling.
Yeah, a bunch of cow shuffling is going to be happening. And while normally we do a lot of this stuff by ourselves, in fact, last year I think even Jeff was gone at this time. Now we've got a little bit extra help. We've got these guys right here. Jeff is going to be with us until early November, Jeff?
Yeah.
So November-ish. Yeah. Somewhere in there. And then also joining us to help us out today is Michelle. She's our neighbor from down the road there, and she's going to be giving us a hand too. So
Yep.
Very cool. She brings her own four-wheeler, so that's why we have her here. Otherwise, she'd be out walking probably. She probably wouldn't mind doing that either. So that is our plan for today. Anything anybody wants to add? Anything? Nothing?
Wish us luck.
Bueller. All right, so we're going to be first driving all the way back, and just like we do in the corrals, we're going to set our gates as we go, get everything opened up. We're actually going to be making pretty much a straight line. When we moved, who did we bring back, Jeff? Bulls that we brought through the cut across. We're not bothering with that crap today. We're making a straight line back for the ranch as quick as possible, so all the way through the hayfield.
That's where things can go awry.
That's where train wrecks happen every single time, because you take a cow through the hayfield, and it's like alfalfa and other stuff that I love, and I'm just going to sit here now. So our goal here is to make this as quick and as easy as possible, but it is a very important part of the whole process. Erin's going to be in the gator. She has an abundance of cake, lots of cake. You have a lot of cake. So
I saw that.
Yeah, so you have a lot of cake in the gator. And then Michelle, Jeff, and I will be on four-wheelers. We'll be in the back pushing you guys along. Erin's bringing a camera with her in the gator, so she'll be able to tell you things from her perspective. And I'll have a camera as well, and then Jeff also has a camera. So yeah,
You've upgraded?
Well, kind of.
Wow.
We're gonna make it work. All right, so that's it. Let's get on our four-wheelers, gators, and assorted vehicles, and head on down. Everybody got fuel?
I think so.
Okay.
Do you have gloves?
I got gloves. Everybody got gloves? You're gonna be in a heated gate. You're gonna be fine.
I don't have to wear a coat.
We got you the pink one.
Oh, I was gonna say, thanks.
Just in case you need it.
I brought a stick. I got sticks in my pickup, but yeah, I wasn't sure if we needed them or not.
You never know.
Yeah.
If they get squirrely, feel free to jump off and
Go after them.
and motivate them. Ready? Okay. Pretty nice morning here on the ranch, which is about 40 degrees out here. We had a little bit of a frost this morning. Temperature got down to 32, but overall, pretty nice day to do this. Could be a lot worse. I actually thought about doing this yesterday, and while the temperature was about the same, there was no sun, and definitely it was a lot windier. So this is a lot better for us today to be able to get this done. Season here on the ranch as well, so we're actually timing this while I don't have any hunters on the ranch. Our last group finished up day before yesterday, and our next group is due in tomorrow. So this gives us an opportunity to move cows around without screwing up anybody's hunt also. So here's our first gate to get open, and there's nothing worse than moving cows and finding out that you've got to stop and open a gate. So we're going to have everything opened up prior to, if possible.
is the hayfield that we're going to be coming back through that we normally avoid if possible, but we want to get this done today, and there's not a lot of grass out here. I think I just swallowed a bug. Okay, so we hayed out here. You can see, even though we got rain and everything else this summer, that's what's left. This gate already open, so we're good to go there. Now we're crossing into what we call the heifer pasture, and we'll be working our way through here. Now this is where, once we get the calves weaned, we're actually going to move the calves back down to this pasture. It's going to be a while though, because we want to make sure they're good and weaned. We don't have any calves busting through any fences or anything like that, or moms coming back. So it's going to be a couple weeks, but eventually all those calves will be right back here. This gate opened as well, ready to go. Go straight, Jeff. Okay, so here's what's happening. Erin is actually heading down towards the windmill, which is right down that general direction. She's going to start moving all of these cows towards home. Jeff and I are going to move this way. Because we have some stragglers back here that we want to get moved up into the main herd. So that is our goal. Shouldn't be too difficult.
We got cows. All right, so I'm gonna start driving back towards home. Michelle's gonna help push. Mike's gonna go get everybody. Come on, cows! They're gonna figure out that I have cake. The trick to this is I obviously have got cows going with me, right? They gotta bust some butt back there and get everybody kind of closer together, or we're gonna have cows coming home in two groups. I think they found the cake.
And on our end, we want to start with the farthest back cow that we can find and start her moving. So we're going to go right back here to whoever this is. Come on, girl. That's number 130. She's an older cow out here. So she knows the routine. I think she knows what we're doing, where we're going. You can see most of the cows are actually already following Erin.
All right, we are through the coulees and we're actually back on the road. So that actually makes things a lot easier. They are still back at the wooden windmill, and yeah, we just have to kind of try and push everybody together. So I'm gonna try and go as slow as I can, and they're gonna try and go as fast as they can.
Hey, Jeff. I'm gonna go this way. Can you go down to that other gate and come back up that fence line? Because it looks like there's some cows coming up from that way. I want to make sure we're not missing anybody back there in those coulees. Okay. So all of us are
I'm trying to get back up on a high spot so you guys can see me.
Yeah, I have no idea where you're at.
Trying to pulleys.
Okay, doke. We're all talking on radios, and that's something that's really nice and something we started here on the ranch a couple of years ago as we, you know, Jeff came along and we had Matt here, and really nice to be able to be in constant communication. Obviously, we all have phones, but not always do you have service out here. But also, who wants to be looking at their phone while they're trying to drive a four-wheeler or do something like that? So definitely nice to have the radios and the communication that can stretch out. Even a couple miles makes a big difference. Come on, kids. Hey, Jeff. I'm gonna make you my utility player today. Can you just head back over that ridge and make sure there's nothing back there in that coulee? Yep. Thank you.
Mike or Jeff coming in from the far side. Looks like they're just doing a double check to make sure there weren't any stragglers.
All right, so these are just our stragglers that Michelle and I are pushing back towards the main herd, which is up with Erin. We're moving about, I think, 86 cows today, which is really nothing. I mean, obviously we've moved a lot more in the past. We've moved up to 300 off of summer pasture here. So with the reduction of the herd size due to the drought and our changing business plan, this turns out to be a lot easier than than it has been in the past. But honestly, whether you're moving 86 cows or 300 cows, there's always the opportunity for disaster. Come on.
That we've got everybody, and they're pushing to the road. They're almost through the coulee section. I can see Mike. He just came up over the hill. Here they all come.
Now that we got all the cows rounded up, they're somewhat in a little herd here. They're a little bit spread out, but not too big of a deal. They can all see each other. They know where they're going. We've got our older cows that have done this before. We've got new cows that are learning what they're doing. We've got calves. Everybody's going to follow Erin. This shouldn't be too big of a deal. Our biggest problem is going to be gates. We're going to get crowding at gates. And if we run through any fields that have a lot of alfalfa or anything like that, we might get a little bit of stoppage there. But the nice thing is that these cows do look fat. Their coats look great. They've had lots of good grass all summer long. So hopefully we'll be able to just move them up. They're not hungry, so they won't want to stop and eat as much. We also have to let them stop for water if they need to, so we're going to run into that a couple times also. So the whole process of moving them, where are we? About 4 or 5 miles up towards home. Pretty uneventful, at least we hope it is. Jeff's going to go take a look up over another hill just to make sure we don't have any hidden stragglers. I don't think we do, but obviously it's hard to count when they're moving this way, so better off to just double check. Better safe than sorry. We're not exactly flat out here as sometimes it seems. Lots of coulees, lots of hills, lots of places for cows to hide. Summer pasture back here is a little over 2,000 acres. We're just moving the cows off of it. probably won't close any gates because once we're done with this whole process with preg checking and weaning and preconditioning, we will actually move the cows all the way back down here, and this is where they're going to spend some of their time, hopefully until December, depending on water situations and exact, you know, how much snow we get and everything else. But there's lots of grass still back here for them to eat, so the longer we can keep them back here, the less that we have to feed over the winter. So this will definitely help out, having nice grass and less cows.
So we are coming up to our first gate that we need to get them through. Well, kind of our second, because some of them were on the other side of the gate at the windmill. So this is a bottleneck situation. They're gonna drink water. I gotta maybe try and swing this gate. And they can get through it. All right, I'm back up on the road, and I've got some cows with me. Good to know that we completed another summer. We raised the cows, all raised healthy calves. It'll be great to see everybody go through the chute tomorrow, get weights on everybody, get everybody vaccinated, and ready for winter.
It's also really nice having a crew out here that knows how to move cows. Jeff obviously has learned over the years. Michelle knows what she's doing, and Erin, of course, has been doing this for years also. The biggest problem that you can have when you're out here moving these cows, especially in a herd like this, is you don't want to split the herd and you don't want to get too far ahead. Once you get, if we drove up in the middle of the herd right now, they would scatter and go in all different directions. But right now, since we're staying behind them, we're able to keep them moving, and we're not causing any disruption to their natural herd movement. It appears that Michelle is having some four-wheeler trouble back there, so Jeff is back there giving her a hand, which now leaves just Erin and I moving these guys up. And we're coming to about the worst part Erin was talking about when we get into the hayfield, and this is where we usually end up having some sort of traffic jam. So not the best timing in the world, but that's okay. Hopefully they can get Michelle's four-wheeler up and going. Otherwise, she's just going to have to jump on with Jeff, and we're going to keep these cows moving. right, so you can see Erin up there. She's almost out of this hayfield. You can see some of the cows getting a little bit spread out. They're out chasing a little bit of this alfalfa that's in here. And here comes Jeff and Michelle.
I just got the here. Do you want me to go the road or head to the oil well?
Why don't you take the road until you get to where it goes over the land bridge and then go straight from there. We'll try to keep them on the left-hand side of the road if we can, so they're not back there with the water.
Okay, am I going left or right of the...
Left or right of the what? It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do.
Okay. I'm guessing you just want them away from the reservoir, right?
We keep them on the left-hand side of the road, then they're away from the reservoir.
Okay, I'll do my best.
All right, a little bit of a slowdown here in the hayfield. They want to stop and eat. But they are moving better than they have in years past when we tried to move them through this hayfield. We've had complete traffic jams, total stoppages. And as of right now, it's not looking horrible. Although we are down a four-wheeler. You can see Jeff and Michelle have doubled up back there. Come on, kids. We're past the hayfield. Now we're into what we call the home pasture. It's about 400 acres, a little less than a mile, well, right around a mile, that we're going to actually move them through. The problem here in this field is that we have reservoirs that they're going to want to stop at, and all those reservoirs are located over here on the right-hand side of the road. So if we can keep them on the left, we basically negate the whole reservoir problem. Sometimes that's easier said than done. Come on, guys. Hey Erin, you got any cake left?
Yeah, actually, it's not too bad. The whole back's almost full still.
When we get in the triangle pasture, we can actually come scoop out some by hand for these guys. That's a job well done kind of thing.
Okay, well, we gotta get there first.
I'm sure we'll get there eventually. Michelle's walking, by the way.
Michelle, if you walk fast, you can get in with me. I need my exercise. Okay, well, when you get tired, let us know.
All right, we're getting really super close to home. In fact, I can see the gate. It's probably about a quarter mile away, and I think the cows know it. They're starting to work their way that way. It's always fun to bring the cows home, see them get excited about getting back to to their homes, their home field, their original stomping grounds. This pasture, by the way, is where all of these cows out here were born, and it's got to be bittersweet coming home every single fall. They know that their calves are going to be weaned off, but also it's a little bit added security for them to be close to home, I think, anyway. I don't know if I'm anywhere right on that, but I like to think that they think that way.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home.
Like they say,
there's nothing like bringing in a herd.
there really isn't. Bringing in a herd is something that, I don't know, just makes you feel good all over. Unless you had to walk the whole way.
Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that I knew for a price. In the end, what I found was nowhere near as nice. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home.
All right, cows are home. Michelle, I'm sorry you had to walk.
It's okay.
I kind of made a joke about that in the beginning, and I didn't know it was going to come true. But
What happens
Is
when you
that
buy a
gate
used
set by
one?
the lot?
Jeff is heading that way. So,
Okay.
what do you think is wrong with your four-wheeler?
Well, I just got it, so who knows what's wrong with it. Probably has a plugged fuel filter or something, maybe.
Maybe, but here's the thing. You have the best diagnostic tool in the world at your fingertips,
What's that?
the internet.
Perfect. I'm
So-
sure they'll give me plenty of suggestions on how to fix it.
You will have lots of advice. So, all right, let's take a look at the cows. You want to take the four-wheeler? I can walk the rest of the way.
And if you want.
Yeah, it's all good. You walk far enough, so you're good. Yeah, no problem. Cows are home. It's a happy day on the ranch, for us anyway. Michelle apparently has to fix her four-wheeler. But having these cows home, like I said, just means a lot. It makes a big difference. It's something that can just make you smile. And you got calves too. Hey, bottle calves. Where's Marty at? Marty. Oh, is that Marty? Hey, Marty. Hey. Hey, Marty. Look at that. Marty doesn't even want anything to do with me anymore. Marty, come here. Come here. Do you remember me? Nope, not at all. It's amazing how fast they grow up. Hey, bud. Look at all this grass. Look at all that good grass. Oh. He don't need me no more. All right. So, what's going to happen here over our next few videos? We've got Preg Checking on the way. We are going to be weaning the calves and preconditioning calves, getting weights, all kinds of interesting stuff just around the bend here. So, make sure you subscribe, follow along as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary.
Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home.
Okay, I'm cold, I'm ready to be done. Bambi's got lots of green grass here to chew on, which is very rare at the end of October. So that's it for us. We'll see you next time. Preg Checking is coming up next, so make sure you stick around. Like I said, subscribe, follow along, do all the things, and we'll see you next time right here on Our Wyoming Life.